there's like this line begin to be pulled, and it just like you watch as like just one falls and then another falls and then another falls and it's like just as they all just start falling apart.
Feather fall, Bruce.
We're on the ground.
Feather fall then.
I have to target a
single
OG.
I don't know. I don't think I can target you or a creature.
We're in the doorway.
You or a creature.
Oh my.
I mean, we were still up at the tower, right? We were just watching the armor do its thing.
Well, you're inside.
The tower.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is now coming down on top.
Everyone make a Constitution save.
Wait, I thought it was
with advantage.
The roof of the car.
The roof of the cart, right?
Yeah.
But where the fire's coming down in the cart.
It's a 30-foot blast radius.
Oh.
Right. Okay. We were in the doorway. I told the armor to open the thingy.
Can we react to that?
Huh?
You reacted or something?
No.
This is a dex save.
Is Constitution save.
Well, if you have evasion.
19.
12. Dexterity save?
Constitution.
19.
0, 1, 12. 6.
Did you get Joe or Jake?
19.
19. What'd you get, Bruce?
19.
Okay. You are. You kind of watch as like this fire becomes just like exploding outwards from the shack from the cart. It just explodes. And you watch Joey. You take 55 fire damage.
Whoa!
That kills me.
Yeah, you're like the last one to try to close the door. It just blasts you inwards.
Woo!
And I guess you are knocked unconscious.
I'm burned unconscious.
Yeah. Let's see.
I get a sick one on there. I don't take 35 damage.
I don't take 40 damage.
I don't think you can get in. You probably say actually it's half damage. You get the bow.
Alright.
Can you imagine if we told him to do that when the wolves were down there?
You guys take 20.
We take 20.
Oh.
I've lost 42 health from traps.
Let's stop letting Bruce touch stuff.
I didn't touch anything.
You told him to touch it.
Yeah. Don't act like you didn't want to see what's in there.
No, fucking didn't. I didn't care about the cart. I'm not a klepto. I'm dying, burning, and dying.
Can I stabilize?
Yeah, can you stabilize his burning?
Jesus.
Double ice all over me. Dump him in the river with the other buddy.
Hang on.
My ass blasted.
This whole tower has no info and it's a trap.
Pretty much.
You guys, as you guys are blasted inside, you start to hear the tower begin to shake and rumble as like you kind of see like dust begin to fall from the ceiling. I need everyone to make dexterity saves,
including me.
Yes. Well, you're out. You can't.
Yeah, so while I'm down, just like relax.
11.
19.
18.
Well, this is probably
the end of the campaign.
Yeah.
Well,
Probably next week.
Is somebody trying to get Jigen?
Yeah.
Whoever's got the best dex save, because I certainly don't.
Yeah, we're supposed to.
He's like right by the front door. He doesn't like blast all the way into the room, but you kind of see like.
We're trying to stabilize him.
What'd you get, Jake, again?
11.
Okay. And you got a
19.
And you got a
18.
Okay. You all. Who's getting Jigen?
I will. All right.
Okay.
Is that just the noise you're making?
You are just barely able to get out of this building as it just collapses down.
This is more than vandalism.
You guys do all take 18 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
To kill me?
Actually, I need. No.
Yay.
I have 2 health.
I'm unconscious.
I'm unconscious.
Okay.
I'm the only one left!
You are barely able to get out. You're like kind of like just dragging everyone away from this wreckage as the thing just crumbles down. And like actually, you're like you kind of like stand over them as it just as all this debris just comes crashing down on top of you.
Won the robot now?
The robot's dead. That thing died in the explosion.
Where are the wolves?
Long gone.
What the fuck? Now they smell steak.
My allies.
But you are just barely alive.
Yeah, no fucking kidding.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're all burned and dying, and you're just.
Okay, so
Big man.
who are you stabilizing first?
Jigen, since he's taken beyond no one's a healer.
Oh.
Okay, so you get
Jigen first.
Jigen up. Okay.
What does that mean? Like, what does that put me at?
You were
One
at
health.
1.
1? Okay.
Okay. Who are you getting up next?
Can I get someone up? Or is that-
Who's closest? Sin, I guess.
Okay.
We got all destroyed.
And Hallway, you just kind of wake up on your own. So,
we heal.
huh?
No, we heal.
We had to take a long rest.
How long is that?
8 hours.
At night.
I mean,
What's it?
It's probably also like
daybreak?
no. It was a long walk to get here. It's probably like
Midnight.
no, it's probably like 3.
In the afternoon.
Yeah.
In the afternoon, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a lot like
We
you
didn't
walked
leave
from
morning.
here to here. It's a pretty long walk. And like you just like had this whole encounter with a crumbling tower. So
We did save someone already today.
what are you doing? As you are now standing in the wreckage of
I've
Von
got
Richten's tower.
no way to heal myself.
I'm actually trying to kill one.
Other than a
I
short
don't wanna
rest.
kill him.
Well, because we can all short rest and heal with hit dice, but that's it.
Okay,
We need to. We have a combined 5 health
that's pretty good.
out
2,
of
3, 4,
out of a
5.
potential 250. I think is what we're close to.
I'm doing that. I'm taking a short rest. I'll do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
An
think
hour,
we're all
an hour rest. Go ahead.
Is it just an hour or?
Yeah, it's an hour.
You can't just do multiple. It doesn't work with that.
I mean, you can roll as many
You
hit
can,
dice as
you
you
can,
want.
but what is your level?
6.
So you have 6 hit dice.
That
which
you
are
roll
hit
to get
dice.
your health back. Yeah.
So you can roll as few or
It'll
as
be on.
many
It'll
of
be
them
on like
as
the
you
main
want.
page.
Yeah. So you have 6d8. So you can roll a
What do you
maximum
need,
of
Oh,
6d8 to
6d8.
heal yourself.
Yeah.
But once you
Okay.
roll it,
A day.
that's
Yeah.
gone.
Until you long
Yeah.
rest again, then you get them back.
Does that mean you can break it up if you want to?
Yeah.
Also?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. So,
Fucking for real? 10,
I'll roll all.
16, 18 health from 5d12. That's insane.
Can I borrow some of those D8s, please? Dates?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Maybe.
All of them.
Well, you can roll as many as you want.
5. Okay, I'll do 5. I'll do one more. So I heal this much?
Yes.
6. What? Oh, that's an 8. Let's see. 14.
I'm gonna spend all my hit dice.
18, 19. And I'll do one more. I'll keep till 6. 25. Thank you.
I'm glad one of us was there to stabilize.
Take
My God.
18 out of 60. 18 out of 60.
It's not bad.
That's
I got
horrendous.
22.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I healed 22.
If I rolled an average of 6, it would be better.
Did anybody take the head?
I did.
Okay.
I was poking it, touching the greasy boy.
You actually picked it up,
Yeah, he took it.
I wanted to see the underside.
but is it in your possession?
Yes.
It
I
was.
had it in my hand.
Okay.
The whole time.
What are you doing now?
God, I don't know. Like, I'm really not as healthy as I was planning to be after that.
No one has.
I
anything-
really didn't
does
plan
anyone
on
have-
that happening.
I guess I could try to make a healing potion, but it's gonna take a little while.
We gotta get out of here before he comes back and sees we destroyed his home.
Hey, he
He
set it up.
hasn't been gone. He hasn't been back in a while, and this was
Yeah,
clearly
perfect timing.
rigged to kill anyone who came in here.
You really think so?
Dude, he clearly
He
had
almost killed
information.
all of us.
He had information on Strahd that he burned. He had nothing inside. There was no loot, no evidence, and it was trapped to oblivion with a blue dragon and an exploding cart and a crumbling tower.
Really?
So it's clearly this dude is
The crumbling tower is probably just natural.
this dude
That
is
probably
good.
just happened.
Like this guy's good. Like he is a pro.
Well, shoot, what would he do next to destroy us?
Well, he clearly did not intend it for us. It's intended for anyone who comes into his tower.
How would he destroy those people next?
Who sent us here?
That's not true.
Who sent us here?
Casimir gave you the heads up on it.
That son of a bitch.
Yeah, him. Let's go fuck him up.
New quests. Alright.
We're not fucking anyone up right now.
Yeah, so we have short rested.
I'm alright.
Yeah, I'm okay.
It could be better. Could be a lot better. I'm pretty sure.
I'm at less than 1/3.
What's your max health?
62.
And you're at?
20.
I could mess you up right now.
Probably you're You're level 6.
Dust for sale yet, Jake.
Well, we can try and camp it out if you want, or we can go to the Wizard of the Wands.
How far away is it?
It's shorter than going back to Velaki.
Go to Wizard of the Wands. Wizards of Waverly Place.
Does anybody, somebody make an investigation
It's
check?
15 hexes away.
Somebody make an investigation check with disadvantage.
I don't think I have
Not me. I don't have anything for investigation.
I'm not bad.
With disadvantage?
Yeah, anybody pop there? May I have one, please?
What?
I'm looking at
That's a
one,
level
please.
1.
Oh, the frozen? Oh, shit.
You go scoop ice cream one?
Can I make an investigation check?
Thank you.
With disadvantage?
Yes.
7.
You can kind of see in the wreckage of the cart a small wooden chest that is like
Oh.
kind of sort of intact, but still kind of badly damaged.
This is how we get you. Nope, it was pass.
I'm packing away before we touch anything else.
We need
I'm
to
taking away and letting somebody else
Yeah, we
touch
do
it.
need to get something.
Well,
out
you can
of
see
this.
that there's no like lock on it. It's just kind of there. First.
Why would they put anything good in there if it's gonna explode?
There's a chest over there, but I'm not opening it.
Who's got the most health?
I'll go for it.
Cyrus.
Yeah.
I can go for it.
Okay. You go open it up.
Can I check if it traps or anything? Or it's like,
Yeah, you can.
You can. Yeah.
We're gonna help us if there's still a trap attached to it.
Roll d20.
Probably.
sorry, you beat 7. Do I anything or no?
You don't see anything.
Okay.
But you open it up and nothing happens. Inside this chest, however, there's like a lot of like burned papers, clearly.
Okay.
But there is a charred page of a journal that you find.
Can I read it?
What language is it?
You survived. Good. Good show.
Is it that long?
It's in script.
That is not a page, guys.
Was it a book?
It's 2 pages.
Front and back.
Story time.
On it says, for more than 3 decades now, I have undertaken to investigate and expose creatures of darkness to the purifying light of truth and knowledge. In quotes, hero I am named in some circles, sage, and master hunter I am called in others. That I have survived countless supernatural assaults is seen as a marvel among my peers. My name is spoken with fear and loathing among my foes. In truth, this virtuous calling began as an obsessive effort to destroy a vampire that murdered my child, and it has become far more. It has become for me a tedious and bleak career. Even as my life of hunting monsters began, I felt the weight of time on my weary shoulders. Shoulders. Today I am a man who has simply lived too long. Like a regretful lich, I find myself inexorably bound. Bound to an existence I sought out of madness, and seemingly must now endure for all eternity. Of course, I shall die, but whether I shall ever rest in my grave haunts my idle thoughts, and torments me in my dreams. I expect that those who think I am a hero will change their minds when they know the whole truth about my life as a hunter of the unnatural. Nevertheless, I must reveal here and now, I have been indirect yet certain cause of many deaths, and I lose many good friends. Mistake me not, I do not merely feel sorry for myself, rather I come to grips with the devastating realization I now see that I am object of a baleful Vistani curse. More tragically, the nature of this hex is such that I have not borne the brunt of it. Instead, far worse. Those who surround me have fallen victim to it. I have related the tragic story to my only child.
Long name.
I'm sorry. I have related the tragic story of how my only child, Erasmus, Erasmus,
Erasmus.
Yeah, was taken by Vistani and sold to a vampire.
Jesus.
I explained how Erasmus was made a minion of the Night Stalker, and how it has just hold on to it.
Alright.
It has made my miserable part to free him from the fate of the point of the stake. What I have neglected to illuminate before, how I tracked Erasmus's kidnappers across the land, and how I extracted Erasmus's whereabouts from them. In fact, the Vistani took Erasmus from my own unwitting permission.
Ooh.
Oh, you took him with my unwitting permission. They had brought an extremely ill member of their tribe to me one evening, and insisted that I treat him, but I was unable to save the young man's life. In fear of their retribution, I begged the Vistani to take anything of mine, if only they would withhold their terrifying powers, of which I knew nothing. To my lasting astonishment, they chose to surreptitiously take my son in exchange for their loss.
Sweet,
By the time I realized what had occurred, they were already an hour gone.
Wow.
Incensed beyond reason, I strapped the body of the dead young man to my horse and doggedly followed the Vistani caravan through the woods, naively allowing the sun to set before me without seeking shelter from the night. Shortly after the darkness fell, I was beset by undead who would have had me slain, had not their master, a lich, intervened and spared my life for the reasons I do not completely understand. He somehow detected me, and with his powerful magic, took control of the pack of zombies that wandered into the forest. He spoke to me through the mouths of the dead things, and placed a magic ward against the undead on me. Then animated the Vistani, and bade it to tell me where I could find its people. Unfortunately, in parentheses, I say in hindsight, the plan worked. I found the child stealers and my unwelcome entourage. Included a growling horde of vicious undead that could not touch me, thanks to the Lich's ward. When I found the caravan, I threatened to set the zombies on the Vistani unless they returned my dear boy. They replied with they had been sold to the vampire. They had been sold to the vampire Baron Meteus, Metus, Metus. Seeking inside, something inside me snapped. I released the zombies, and the entire tribe was eaten alive. Yet the story has not ended. Before she died, the leader cursed me, saying, "You will always, you always among monsters, and see everyone you love die beneath their claws." Even now, as many years later, I can hear her words with painful clarity. And a short time later, I found my dear Erasmus made into a vampire. He begged me to end his curse, which I did with a heavy heart. The darkness had torn him from my loving arms forever, and I foolishly believed that the curse had extracted its deadly toll. I wept until the incessant desire for vengeance filled the bottomless rift in my heart.
Pretty hardcore.
Yes.
So it's kind of like a piece of his diary then.
Yes.
Basically. It's interesting. Can I take that with me? Like,
Yeah.
It's too charged, it'll break or anything like that.
You can it somehow managed to survive in this chest. You can probably tell this chest is kind of like magical in some way, but that's all it was in there.
I'll take that. I like that.
Okay.
Alright,
What else you wanna do?
boys. We now know not to mess with this guy.
Yeah, because we'll just die in his
Yeah.
presence.
That's John Wick too.
Yeah.
He's just got constant bad luck for everyone but him.
Yeah, someone's his dog.
And then, that's like a superpower or something. Everyone around you has bad luck, but you.
Pretty good. This game said me. Okay. So boys, what we doing? I mean, I'm okay, I guess. Where's this windy place? Trying to go windy.
We're going to Wizard of the
Wizard of
Wines.
Wines. Yeah, let me tell you how healthy we are to do that right now.
Wizards of Windy.
So we can, if we risk camping out here, we do risk the night descending upon us.
What was the point
Is there
of
any of the armor left? Or is
Like
it just
bits of
smithereens?
melted pieces.
Okay.
The homie.
It
So
was
let's say
it
we
was
at least get
completely
something.
obliterated in
Yeah.
that. And if it did make it, it's now underneath like the fucking wreckage of the tower too.
Poor homie.
You guys barely made it out of there.
What do you mean? We were fine.
You were the only one alive.
It was the bomb, the car bomb that did it.
So what do you want to do?
Wizards. Waverly Place.
So we either camp here we hoof it back to Valaki, or we go to the Woods of the
Well,
Lines.
if we camp here, we know the werewolves in the area and think we're allies.
Well, that's true.
That's true.
So this may be the safest unsafe place.
Well,
for us.
depending on how fast they move, they'll go there, figure out I was lying, and then come back and kill us.
That's
Come
like
right back
they're
here.
going halfway across the continent. That's like a 2-day
That's true.
max.
That's
or
true.
minimum.
Yeah,
I
you
should
were
say.
fucked up, dude.
Maybe. You don't know the travel.
Yeah, I don't know how fast they move.
Dude, they could be on the party point.
They could be full sprint.
Right,
They
they
could
could
coming back right now. Like,
There they are.
So what are you guys doing?
Alright, so who votes rest?
Who's trying to rest?
We have 2 for rest.
3.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that's the vote to rest here then.
You guys are
So
taking
we
a
set
walk?
up the camp.
Okay, you guys set up camp.
Well, this is on like a peninsula, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Not.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Okay.
It's kind of like a little walkway out into the wreckage. So you
Do
guys,
you want to take first watch if you're the obvious?
I will take first watch.
Okay, and then I only need 4 hours, so I'll do it after that.
When they're asleep. No, I'm kidding.
you guys all,
Love me some Jake Tusk.
go to sleep.
Tuscany.
You guys all go to
Is that
sleep.
what you
It's,
wanted to solve for?
It is seemingly, it is seemingly all right.
Ivory.
Um,
Start the ivory trading program.
Sounds good to me. Probably very
Uh,
rare.
Puncher.
I'm a puncher. We are helping men. Name Calvin.
um,
Calvin.
but you Holland, you wake up earlier because you only have to rest 4
I
hours,
meditate for 4 hours.
and you can kind of see like,
Yeah.
Okay then.
you can kind of see
Looking
like,
weird.
Yes. Okay.
in the wreckage there is this
Change
one
my
like there's
spell.
like this one like pillar of wood kind of like erected out of it, kind of like it's like just kind of standing, and like you kind of like wake up, you kind of like look around, and you kind of see everyone sleeping, and you see
You kill that thing.
a man standing on top of this wooden pylon, kind of like staring down at you.
Okay. No one else is awake.
No one else is awake, and you have seen this man before.
Oh.
He's not very far from you. He's only like maybe
Right.
20 feet away from you,
Right. Yeah.
and he's kind of just like
I'm gonna look away.
he's just kind of like staring at you. He kind of like he's smiling. You
Yeah.
can see him in the moonlight. He's kind of like,
In the pale moonlight.
you know what's very interesting, Holland?
Everybody wake up!
Are you on?
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys all groggily.
Oh.
You guys all, you guys
Everybody wake up right now!
you guys,
Stop.
you guys all groggily wake up and you and like
Did we get enough time to rest, or was this
No.
15 minutes? We were
4
asleep for
hours.
15 minutes.
yeah, it's like, you're fine.
I thought it was 4 hours.
Yeah, it's
You
like
need
4 hours,
8
so
hours.
It's late. Yeah, it's late, but it's fine. It's fine.
Like, I didn't.
But you guys all wake up because you're
Okay.
gonna go back to sleep or something. We'll see. So you guys all wake up and like you're kind of like and like you can see on this pylon of like not too far from you, it's just like just
Oh, Jesus
Christ, came back
Strahd. Trying to sleep, dude.
Do you have any idea how long I have been waiting to see this tower in ruins? And you've done me again. I don't think you realize you're pretty much working for me at this point.
Yes.
That's not.
Because
Who are you?
I
Oh
didn't.
shit, I still look like what's his name?
You do.
Yeah.
You do.
Shit.
I like the cut of your dip.
He's just kind of like you know it's interesting because you fixed the problem at the Death House. You destroyed this. I now know that Von Richten isn't here, so I can stop focusing on this tower. I can find him wherever I want.
I'll find him for you. 'Cause I don't like him anymore.
Interesting. Who
Yeah.
who might you be?
Your replacement.
That's good.
Is that what you say?
That's good.
I mean, make an intimidation check.
Fuck.
Yes. Intimidate
You
Strahd.
gotta roll the big dick.
Yes.
dice.
Roll a natural 20.
Okay. Intimidation, you say.
Yeah. What you got?
Where is that?
Plus 6.
Okay.
It's not bad.
Natural 20,
Maybe a
baby.
natural 20 because it's Strahd, but
I'm Strahd, yo. Oh, almost. 13 plus 6.
It was close.
One chunk off.
Yeah.
He just kind of like.
That's what he does?
You're funny. You're funny. It's been a while. I haven't. You know, it's strange. You three showed up, and I swear I haven't felt this alive in so long. You have done more damage than good. I cannot believe what. Shut up!
Pictures on the night.
Like he's like, I cannot tell you how unbelievable The work you have done.
Is there a
wolf orgy happening?
Yeah, they're coming back.
He kind of like I can't even begin to
I
tell.
want to know that Strahd's like giving a speech and his minions won't shut up.
Doing a thing here.
It is unbelievable, but listen,
Yeah.
Yeah, we
you
also
have done me a great service, so I will make you a deal
Look at this head.
here and now.
It's gonna be you, man.
Are you saying this? Do you say that?
Yes.
I found a head.
Oh, okay.
He did invite us to dinner.
Oh, did?
Yeah,
We never showed up for that.
Yeah, we never went.
I wasn't invited to dinner.
No, you weren't.
This is ridiculous. Oh God, he's gonna kill me.
Probably.
Yeah, and then we'll have to revive you again.
Well, so be it.
Can you imagine if we had?
What are you looking for? What happens after character death?
Can we?
No.
He's looking for his stats probably.
Can you imagine if we had 2 light clerics and a paladin?
Let's see.
Want to get finger blessed?
I need everyone to make.
Whoa,
What
whoa!
does everyone
Yeah, what is
say?
that?
I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
It must hit with such impact.
Jake.
It's all of us.
Jake, Dex.
I'm rolling dex for you.
Save.
Oof. Jake, you might be dead.
Sorry.
Is this just straight roll?
It's a saving throw.
Oh, cool. Thank God.
Dexterity saving throw.
Okay, you're not dead probably.
5 plus 8 is 13.
What's your dex? Do you know? Okay, you got 18. You should be okay.
I got 2. That's where a gargoyle just grabs me and pulls away with me.
That's a lot of die.
I'm okay with that.
He gets
One of the weirdest bathroom breaks I've ever taken. And my right leg's asleep.
We might be okay. I don't know.
I was just laying in a goddamn sleeping bag.
He like just sticks his hand up in front of him, and you watch as this enormous fireball just grows in his hand,
Not more fire.
and he just kind of like looks
No
at
more
you,
fire,
Jacob, and
please.
just like, and just like just fires at all, and it's like it's gonna land like in your.
That's a lot of dice.
You gonna blast me?
What would you guys all roll?
I rolled 17.
13.
18?
18.
18.
Got an 18?
I'm gonna have to fucking revive everyone again.
You want to take it?
I hope you don't take 20 damage. I hope.
Do you have any powers for this?
Actually, I gotta look my health again.
Let's see.
Talford, you take 18 damage.
Back down to 2, baby!
Everyone else takes 36.
Can I do a reaction to that? I don't know if
Hey.
I see him or no.
You
Well,
can.
I'm
Does
unconscious
it say
again.
I can take half damage from a foe I see?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, so I would take 18 as well?
Yes, you take 18 as well.
Okay.
But everyone, yeah.
Good shot, old man.
Shut up! This is gonna be you, man!
I was already hit with fire today. I'm building an immunity.
How can you kill me, you
Yeah,
loser?
if all your skin is already burned, you can't be burned.
Thanks for cooking me for me.
Paul, are you out? Oh no,
No.
you actually long rested, but you took
I'm
because you only had to take like you only
Jake,
took
help me. Help me.
Oh, not again.
Help me.
But yeah, you did take
Cody.
I'm down.
32.
No.
You did take
I'll
like
clap
you did take
that
34.
ass.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Either of them.
How much? How
A
much?
lot.
5.
No, what's wrong with Tommy?
Any of them.
Abjuration.
And like so he's and he kind of like, does anybody else want to say anything smart?
So, what do we owe this visit for?
I'm impressed.
I mean, you're
Aren't you unconscious?
No.
I'm at 8.
Oh.
because you're all doing me a favor, so I'm willing to make you a deal.
Yeah.
Is fire involved?
I'll let you leave.
Huh?
I'll let you leave.
Well, I'm unconscious. I can't hear this.
Can I stabilize him?
Not right now.
I'm not leaving.
Fuck.
He goes, I will let you leave. You can drag Sin's body out of the mist. You're unconscious, so you change back.
Oh, okay.
How
Right now I'm true form, so I'm
Yes.
gray and disgusting.
You've seen me before.
Oh, it gets me every
He
time.
took all his makeup off and I don't even know him anymore.
He goes up, I will let you leave.
Changelings are why I have
Is this
trust
a wig?
issues.
Are these fingernails fake?
I will let you leave.
Whatever.
Stop repeating yourself.
You say that?
No,
No,
my
no.
God,
Like,
no.
I mean,
You're
like,
gonna get us killed.
I go on the ground like, you.
he's like, I mean, you've done more than enough for me, and I think, fair enough, I'll let you just walk out of Barovia, walk out of my lands, and return home. There's no reason for the four of you to remain here.
God, can I be
I just got here today. I'm already getting kicked out.
And he, but he looks at you like, Jigen, you're here because I wanted you here.
Whoa,
What's the catch?
really?
Yeah.
What did you like about me?
Sweet,
Your
sweet.
moxie.
Oh, okay. I'll stay.
So what will you do?
I'm trying to stay.
I am giving you a way out.
Nah,
I agree with you.
I'm trying to stay.
I don't know, going home seems pretty legit.
At least they're gonna be alive. Wait, what is your home?
What's going
I've already forgotten.
I don't.
Yeah,
Is that it?
no.
Oh.
Yeah, I come from Thailand.
Yeah.
You're not really the most trustworthy person. You did kind of. Kill
What
your-
did you say?
You did kind of kill your own brother. So.
What?
What?
Kind of did that.
Oh,
so
God.
you're probably not the most trustworthy
You
person.
watch
Just
as
like
he
your brother.
slowly begins to walk down this pylon towards
Fuck
you.
versus
And he
Yeah.
goes, and he just like, how do you know that?
I saw it in a dream. You just told me.
And he like,
Yeah.
he
You
walks,
nervous
but he
vomit.
walks like
Yeah.
slower to you, and he watches. He
Yeah.
slowly draws his long sword, and he goes,
Is it nice looking?
yeah, it is. And he goes, how
Jewel encrusted.
do you know that?
I'm still laying in my bed.
That thing's
Nice and
probably
toasty
like
now.
charred. Underneath you is
Only-
fine.
The only thing that was left is what's underneath. We
That-
found your diary.
That would be the Vistani.
They betrayed you.
What are the Vistani? What are
The Vistani are
Gypsies.
gypsies from Romania.
Is what that girl was?
Make a deception check.
Oh.
No, we did. That's
What?
not a
Prove it.
lie.
What do you mean?
Avalon stole the
Avalon
the
stole the
diary
book from them.
What book?
The
A
diary?
book, a book. It was entitled Diary of Strahd.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
He keeps walking up to
Diary
you
of Jane.
Okay.
and just grabs you by your clothes and make a strength check.
Jake,
Roll.
wait,
Shirley Patrick, when he's trying to get SpongeBob to like beat Neptune, he's like, he's toasted on the ground.
16.
You watch as he just lifts you into the air with one arm. His long sword pointed at your neck. He goes, "Where is my tome?"
I don't actually have it.
The bird guy has it.
Yeah, I don't
You don't
have
know
it.
that.
Yeah, I don't have it.
I'm just screaming.
You don't.
We don't have it.
It's just Gina.
Probably back into the Vistani camp.
Now you're lying.
Yes, now I'm lying.
Now make a deception.
But I don't know where it is.
Well, you don't. But you're lying.
But if
No,
you say
I'm
I
just saying I
you're
don't know
gonna
where
die.
it is. I don't know where it is.
You already lied though. Roll.
But you're
Sorry,
not there.
Chris.
Oh.
Natural.
You,
Yeah.
Oh God, no.
you go, I know exactly where it's at.
I don't know where it is though.
I know exactly where it's not.
It's with me. Now go looking for it.
Look, the wolves are pissed.
Yeah, the wolves.
They
are-
sense
The
a
wolves
lot.
know you're lying. They
Yeah.
sense your fear.
I will save you.
Yeah.
I'll
You're
get
already
your
dead.
soul back. I'm not dead. I'm just toasty.
Picture Bruce Holland just soiling himself.
Does a 24 hit you?
Yeah.
Oh God.
You feel
Shield.
as. Do you try?
I don't think that counts from a 14 to a
No.
19.
I mean, you can try it.
Nope.
Okay. Because I would say even you try, you feel he just slowly slides his longsword into your chest and it shows up through the other side.
Can I try and save him?
Just laying here.
I'm
I
dead.
can't do anything.
Are we ending the campaign?
I'm
Can I
good.
just try and wrench the sword out and grab his arm or something?
No,
No?
that's not how this works.
Look, we saved the little girl.
You take 11 damage.
Okay, I'm
dead.
dead.
And
Wow,
then
being impaled?
For being
it's non-lethal.
Oh,
What do you
God.
mean it's not only? I'm
and he,
dead.
And he pulls it out and just drops your lifeless body onto the ground.
How could you do that? I gotta unconscious or dead?
He's unconscious.
I can't.
And then he looks over at you, Tal, and he says, "Where is it?"
Fuck if I know. Seriously.
You actually don't know?
I have no idea where it's at.
No, I believe that.
The last time I saw it was red in a cart, but that was like a week ago. Stolen from a Vistani camp.
And he just like stops for a minute and goes, "This is your last chance. You can leave now, or I'll gut the 4 of you here and leave you as a warning to the pigeons."
I
I haven't seen a pigeon
The
here.
only thing we see is a crow.
He's not really scary, to be honest. We should just get Bruce up. You have smoke bombs or anything?
I have no decision in this. I'm still unconscious.
Yeah, I'll see you later, dude. I'll get in here. Fuck it.
You don't leave?
I mean, what am I gonna do? Stay here and die with my 2 health?
And you take me with you.
I'm staying.
Yeah.
Staying with Bruce.
What if we work for you?
We already do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, pretty
What
much.
if we get on the official payroll?
Yeah, dude.
I don't know. My options
How
are
are your-
literally die
How
or
are your
leave.
benefits?
You get dental?
Vision?
We can help you even more.
I mean, realistically, I'm going to choose life over dying here.
I want to believe that he's not saying anything and you're just like talking a lot. Like,
Yeah,
we can do this, we can do that.
do this.
I want to live.
You got any garlic?
Shove it right in his face.
I have a vial of holy water.
You do?
I'll put it all in my mouth and then I'll go make out with him and then spit it into his mouth.
Kiss me, you fool.
I tell him I want
I
to
want to
live.
revive Bruce. Is that a thing?
You can try to walk over to him.
I'd like to walk over to Bruce.
You start to walk over to him, and he just and like this Strahd looks at you, just goes, "You leave him where he lays.
I want him to live.
You leave him where he lays."
You gonna kill me if I try to save him?
Pretty much.
What do you mean pretty much? You're pretty much gonna kill me?
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ.
Would you stop it?
See you on the other side.
And camping and.
It's like, alright, Bruce,
Does he have a bag with him?
Are you
I have a
s-
backpack. Yeah, I have a backpack.
Yeah.
Can I go through it?
Not right now.
Well, I can't help him, so.
No.
I got some good
logic.
stuff.
Oh, shit.
I like that
I
logic.
can't help, I'll make it worse.
Oh my god.
I want to live.
I'm staying here. I will not leave.
He's gonna kill you.
Good.
And he kind of like he has like this like animalistic face for a minute, and he just kind of like takes a very deep breath and just goes, "I'm getting far too ahead of myself.
Management.
Does this mean I can't go home?
It has been so long since I have felt any bit of excitement from anything like this. So I apologize if I have been a little bit off.
I just want to go home.
You can leave, but I won't kill you. It's far too fun watching the 4 of you just meander around through the valley."
I wouldn't think it was that bad. Jesus.
And with that, you watch as he just turns into bats and like mist, and they just
He's my Otis
and he
farm.
just like leaves.
Okay, now I can get Bruce up.
You can get rid of that.
Don't leave me go.
Ugh.
You're probably better off dead.
Thank you.
Get rid of it.
Fucking leave me here. I take the 3 fail saves. I'm dead. No.
All right, you get him up.
Yeah, get him up.
Okay, you get him up.
Get up a beautiful Bruce.
As he leaves, you
Nice.
see this wall of mist just kind of
run, you bitch.
comes back. I know. You see this wall of mist just kind of like come up to like Von Richten's tower that kind of envelops it, and you can kind of get a sense that this is your way out if you want to leave.
I ain't leaving. I'm finishing what I started today.
I'd love to read, but leave, but we do have to get this other one.
Is there no
Do
other
we
way?
know?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Alright, if we
If
leave,
we-
this plane or whatever it is like doomed. Like
well, how
it's
hard
just
is
So?
it?
I have no emotional attachment here.
He did tell you that the only reason you're here is because he wanted you here.
That's the only way to get here. If it's that guy wants to. But how would he even know about anyone?
He can do whatever.
Because he can
It's
see
in the
outside.
book.
he's a god.
It's in the book. Like I don't know, man.
Oh, okay. It's just how it is.
Yeah.
But he rules this realm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's super powerful. He can see outside the realm and pick people.
And he's probably watching us all the time and he can appear out of nowhere and kill us.
He's just testing me before he gives me the throw, so I'm staying. He
Oh,
said he wanted me here.
Okay.
Yeah,
So it must
yeah,
have
he
been for
did.
that.
You're my replacement.
It must have been for
Yeah,
that.
but he wanted you all here too. So
Yeah.
I'm just like, whatever. So
wants-
what-
Then it's
he
my
wanted-
throne.
He wanted Avalon and his
How fast?
companions.
That's my
here,
horse.
too.
Two.
He wanted Avalon and his companions
Can I
here,
kill
too.
Jake?
You have
You
8.
can try.
I'm not gonna hurt you like you.
Alright, 2-handed warhammer. I'll reckless attack, double attack.
I'll sneak
What are you guys gonna do?
Jake's talking shit.
I'm not leaving.
I'm
I
not
guess
leaving.
I'm staying if they're staying.
We're
guess.
homies.
Losers.
I don't want to roll any character.
Yeah.
Well, your character would appear out of the mist next episode.
On a boat dumping a body.
What up?
No, you would continue to play as Sin, but you're like back out in Neverwinter's like buying crumpets and stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
You live a
I
simple.
go. I open up. a
You
bar.
live the simple life of a baker after
I
this.
go to
Did he have a
Cal and I
neat-
apply for the goblin. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
soul.
You run a completely secondary campaign for just Sin.
Oh, you made a whole lot of money today selling crumpets in the morning.
Okay.
You have a nice
With
dinner. You
that-
go to bed early.
You all kind of just pass out, just like fuck it, and you all fall back asleep. I guess.
An arch hard sleeping.
Yeah, I have just the body shaped sleeping bag.
Yeah.
You just.
You guys are kind of just like it was pretty.
I want to
intense
ask
night.
Bruce about the book.
I'm asleep.
Oh. Revived you, you shit. Alright, I'll do it later.
Okay.
Well, Harry says we pass out.
I mean that like you all just got set
The
on.
wife.
You got
We got
murdered
set on fire.
slowly,
twice.
like you know, a
Murdered.
bunch of shit.
I do want to ask about that later, though.
Okay. Sun rises.
Bruce, fucking tell me.
You know the
Taco Doodle Doo.
foggy
It's
The fog
it's
is-
always
the foggy sun rises.
it's always cloudy and blue.
Yeah, it's always like fucking just like
Sounds like a
shit.
sitcom.
It's
It's always
always foggy
raining
and
blue.
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 So you guys all wake up. What are you doing?
Resetting my health.
Tell me about the book.
Avalon stole a book on the lore of Strahd.
Who's
From-
Avalon?
Avalon's one-winged
One-winged
owl
bird.
creature,
Man.
humanoid. Yeah.
Was that the thing that Jake was chasing
Yeah.
through the... Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So that
Trying to.
he
Yeah.
stole a book from the Vistani camp
And that book was...
that told us a bunch of stuff about Strahd.
So you read it.
Yeah.
You read the whole book.
Well, it was like entries in a journal.
Okay. So that's just a peek of it. And you... Wait, so that guy still has it?
Ed, I don't know what Avalon did with it. I honestly don't know.
It could be on him. It could be in the
He
bottom.
could, he could have sold it. He could have tossed
used
it
as
in
a
a lake.
placemat.
Right, he could have done absolutely anything with it.
With recipes in it?
Yeah. He just whites it out and writes in like food recipes and stuff.
Winning lottery numbers crossed out, though.
Yeah. Don't need that.
2 eggs and equal parts sugar and cinnamon. Okay. Alright. Trying to go to the windy place now, right? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
The winery.
Yeah, we're trying to go with
Windy
the
winery?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
It's not even windy.
can
It's
I?
not
Yeah,
really
I
windy.
use
Oh.
mending on everyone's clothes to itch back up the stitchings and stuff, and prestidigitation clean all the blood off.
How are you doing, man? You were impaled. You got a nasty ass scar?
In my body, but my clothes are now fine.
Let me see. Where was it exactly? Like here?
Like it's just.
God, dude. It's hardcore.
You're not hardcore.
What are you doing?
Well, I say we move
It was in
on.
hardcore.
Everybody back to sleep for 12 more hours.
Yeah.
Never
Do
mind.
you?
Never mind.
Yeah, say, never mind, I'm awake.
Let's start walking.
Okay, we're gonna walk towards Woods of the Wands.
All right, you get to R.
We should be
We
doing
are.
anything as we want.
Are we at the
Yeah.
Wizard of the Lines?
No,
Jake could
you
be
get to R. You see the weather-worn signpost next to the road, the 3 arms of the signpost along the point along with the 3 branches of the road. The arms pointing to the north. To the north reads Kresk, and through the woods you can see the arching stone bridge spanning a river. The arm pointing east reads Valaki. The road slopes up gradually in that direction. The arm pointing southwest reads the Wizard of the Wines. The road slopes gently downward in that direction.
Which one do you think we should take?
Slope the one back to Lucky.
You know, a good point.
Obviously.
And then we'll head toward the Wizard of the Lines.
Yeah.
You guys all take your time.
Yeah, we're not moving
You
fast.
have had a rough night.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we need another like crazy crackhead lady in a skin suit to come out. Maybe I feel better about myself.
I used up all my luck on that roll.
Yeah.
I am the devil.
After a half mile, the
This is
road.
gonna be you.
After the half. Okay. After a half mile, the road becomes a muddy trail that meanders through the woods.
You.
Mud.
Descending gradually until the trees.
We're going down toward W, right?
Yes, until the trees part, revealing a mist-shrouded meadow. The trail splits. One branch heads west into the valley. The other leads south into dark woods. The wooden signpost at the intersection points west and reads Vineyard.
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 I like the dark woods. But we're trying to go to the windy place.
Yes. Well, let's head toward the vineyard, I guess, right?
Yeah.
It sounds safer, but there's probably a trap.
Probably.
It's probably vine monsters. You can
Well, basically, our job here is to get the wine flowing again, right?
Yeah, figure out what's going on.
Yeah, because the wine stopped going to the inn.
Someone's dead. That's fine.
probably.
Figure it out.
There's probably the werewolves are there. Alright, I vote for Vineyard.
Okay.
That was all it is.
You all start to head towards Vineyard. A light drizzle begins to fall. Unpainted fences blindly follow the trail, which skirts north of a sprawling vineyard before bending south toward a stately building. The fog takes on ghostly forms as it swirls between the neatly tended rows of grapevines. Here and there you see rope-handled half-barrels used for hauling grapes. North of the trail is a large stand of trees. A man wearing a dark cloak and cowl stands at the edge of the trees, beckoning you.
God. Alright.
Oh,
Yeah? Hey, buddy, what's up?
Hello.
Hey.
What's your life?
What are you doing?
Are you the wizard of the winery?
Yeah.
Oh, I am.
Where's all the wine?
In the winery.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Things have been
It's like
getting out of hand here for a while.
Hey there, old man.
Yeah.
He is old and suspicious.
Manly.
And he tells you that his name.
Are we at the winery right now, or are we like in the woods?
You're like
Grab the boundary.
in the vineyard. You're not at the winery yet.
Alright, I won't switch to the winery.
He says, my name is Davian.
Davian.
Yes, Mardikov.
Davy.
Mardikov.
Davy. What's wrong with you?
I'm old.
That sucks. That means he can't
Fair.
control himself.
I'm old as shit, can't you tell?
How old are you?
Old as fuck. I don't know. He doesn't say.
As old as time.
Whoa, dude. How did time begin?
Oh my god.
I require your help.
Well, what's the problem, dude?
But actually, hang on. I don't know you. Who are you?
We're trying to save you. No, we're trying to save the.
We're trying to. The wine will stop being delivered to Velaki. We're here to make sure that it gets delivered again.
We get free samples.
Yes. I couldn't get the wine out. The winery is under attack.
Do you make the
By
wine?
what?
Yes. But the wine has been under attack. The vineyard has been under attack for some time.
By vines.
Druids.
Not the druids. What's wrong with the druids?
They're attacking the winery. Me and my
Why?
family barely escaped.
You know, family.
Yeah,
Jesus
he's got a
Christ.
smoking hot wife.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
Yeah. What the hell's that movie? Harold and Kumar.
Okay, I was like, well,
With the creepy bayou dude who
Yeah.
drives the truck.
But we have to hurry because
You said we could fucking
if they keep destroying the land, and all of the wine in Barovia will be all dried up, and that's bad for Barovia.
Yeah.
good business.
Yeah, we're a group of adventurers.
Ah, good. Go save my winery.
What do we get?
I don't know.
If we do that, will you continue?
Probably something.
Will you continue your deliveries?
Of course.
Okay.
I couldn't get the wine out to Velaki because the vineyard was under attack.
How many druids are we talking about?
I don't know. We had to run, but also more than that, the trees themselves came alive.
Do you like use magic to make the wine, or you just use disgusting feet to crush the grapes?
He's got big
Look,
hook
man.
toenails.
I can see that you have no filter.
What did I say?
What did I do?
It doesn't say it in the book, so I don't know, man.
I'm gonna put
Yes. had to save my children.
Okay.
My eldest son, Adrian. My youngest son, Elvar. My oldest daughter, Stefiana.
Ooh.
And Stefiana's husband, Dag.
No.
Dag.
How many A's?
Dag.
2 A's?
Yeah, Dag.
Also, Stefiana's and Dag's 4 children.
Oh my
Wow.
god. That's...
Claude,
What?
Martin and Vigo, and their baby, Yolanda.
What about their children?
One of those is growing up to be
Jesus
male
Christ,
or
Vigo.
female. It's like, yeah, it's like soap opera.
Alright. Yeah, don't worry about it. We'll take care of it.
Very well.
Alright, we head towards the
Go on.
winery.
Go save
Does
my
handball-
wine.
Do you have anything to help us?
Handball.
Do you have anything to help us?
Help?
Yeah.
I'm just an old man.
Wizard.
Old man, wizard.
Old wizard man.
You're actually a wizard?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Show
don't,
me some magic.
I don't trust you.
There's a metal ball in his hand.
Yeah, 2 metal marbles.
Right.
I don't gotta show you shit.
Okay.
But if you save my winery, I will maybe help you in the future.
Okay.
But it's very important that we save the winery. Get going.
Alright, okay.
Leave! Why are you still here?
We head towards the winery.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, we'll see you later, old man.
Alright, so what are we seeing?
So is there anyone at the winery other than the druids then?
Are you asking him?
No, they left.
They all left. Yeah, I'm
Left.
asking. Is there anyone left other than druids?
Nope. My family runs the winery. All of us. Let me go through them
Well, I
again.
understand. Are they there?
Adrian,
Are
Elva,
they at the winery?
Stefania. He's like pointing to them.
Oh man.
Dag and their kids.
You have like a whole clan.
Claude, Martin and Vigo, and baby Yolanda.
He looks
This is
back and
supposed to
Martin's
be
missing.
scary, but I can't take the name Yolanda seriously.
Well, they all got out safe.
Alright, we're
It's
gonna
a family
head.
pet we should worry about.
We're gonna head towards the
Just
winery.
take the winery and move it somewhere else.
Yeah, we're heading towards the winery.
Okay. Situated in the midst of the vineyard, the winery is an old 2-story stone building with multiple entrances, thick ivory covering every wall, iron fencing along its roof line. The trail ends at an open loading dock on the ground floor. A wooden stable of more recent construction is attached to the east side of the winery, next to the loading dock. West of the winery is a crumbling well and a wooden outhouse.
Okay. So, in which direction do we approach from?
Which
And the main path.
direction do you want to approach from?
Well,
Are we
is
going
there
up
no
the front
path
door?
from the vineyard to the winery?
I mean, there is, but it doesn't really doesn't describe it in here. It's kind of like, how do you want to approach?
Front door.
Yeah, sure, front door.
Front door. What do we do?
We're walking in the house.
Jesus Christ. I
as
didn't
you
think
get
that shirt
close-
actually existed.
Yeah.
That's fucking amazing.
As you guys get closer, you hear a rustle of dead
Oh,
vines.
God.
You hear a rustle of dead vines. You kind of like see, like all
Yeah. Is there anything outside the winery?
you don't see
Commotion?
anything at first, but you do start to see like this, like in the vineyard walking around. You see 30 of those little
Jeez.
twig things that you saw
Oh,
fighting with you
shit.
before, and they're kind of like all like walking through the vineyard and stuff. But you do see them out there.
Oh, gotta clear them out.
That bitch is still alive?
Or we just go all good and they go back to normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that.
Light the vineyard on fire.
Yeah, we start over fresh.
Yeah, start with some.
So, good news, druids are gone. Bad news.
So is the winery.
Yeah.
Okay.
So's your family.
What? They're right here.
So is your face.
I need you all to make stealth checks because of these
Sneaky snake.
needle thingies.
These little random boys.
Are you fucking serious?
How did you
Jake?
miss that?
Oh,
It's
bucket.
It's only half a hole. 14, 15.
13.
Count.
12.
20.
Natural 20 for Joey.
I'm so sneaky with sneaky snake.
Wait, what's your plus?
8.
28.
I'm running with my arms on my back, Naruto style.
chair's like making my ass fall asleep, dude.
I know. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Okay.
We can skip the view.
Even with Joey's natural 20, you start to see is like these like as you kind of like see like these like this cricking out of their necks, and you see one like look over to the four of you.
Aw.
What do they look like?
Little goblin dudes. Little Raillands. Little walking sticks. Chimichangas.
Chimichanga with legs. That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
This could run its way right to my mouth.
Yeah, dude. Sabu.
Yeah.
Ew.
That's what
They're like little ants.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
That's like Blair. Bugman.
Oh. Like Entmans.
Love it. Antenna.
and you can kind of see as they start to make their way towards you. They are 120 feet away.
So you're saying 120 feet tall.
No, they're 120 feet away.
Oh, I am Groot.
Do they notice us?
Yes.
We can tell.
And they're walking towards you. Now you have two choices.
Fight or flight?
You are looking like you were like let me see. You guys can kind of like tell me where you was like you guys can like kind of like so you have two choices here. You can either and I'm just gonna tell you this because it doesn't. I mean, how would you know? You can either A, stand and fight, or B, make a run for the winery.
Run for the winery.
I think we go for the winery. They're gonna chase us down.
Use the hammer.
We can-
Yeah,
We can like.
But if we kill the druids, they probably die.
Yeah.
So winery.
Yeah, we make a run for
We
it.
split.
Okay.
Somebody needs distraction while we're up there.
There are a few ways that you guys can get in. You can either run to the W2 in the loading dock, or you can run over to like W7 where that outhouse is. There's a door right there, W8. Those are your two ways in. Or you can barricade yourselves in the stables at W1.
Can we barricade ourselves in the outhouse?
It's
Or
kind
what?
of like fucked up.
Gotcha.
So,
Loading dock.
Yeah, loading dock.
That's a larger area.
W2.
Yeah, I'm fine, Lily Doug.
Parked in the loading dock is a wagon with 3 barrels set in braces on the bed. A raised wooden walkway runs along the west and south and east walls. Through a hole in the ceiling, you see the wooden arm of a loading crane with ropes and hooks dangling from it. You can kind of see, when you guys get in there, these things are like they're not too far behind you. They probably they came like 60 feet on you. You hear them coming. There are 2 doors. One leads to W9 and one leads like to W12. So what do you want to do now?
Go W9 or W12.
Yeah.
We should clear the floor we're on.
Well, one door is open. Well, one door is closed and one door is open. So what do you want to do?
Probably just go through the open door.
Yeah, let's go to the open door. Let's take the easiest path.
Okay.
See where that gets us.
You all barrel through that hallway.
Yeah.
What are you doing now? Before we keep going, like what do you?
What do we see?
Wait, we're W12.
You're in W12. You're inside the room though. Like, what are you? How are you?
Do we want to?
Sneak it in?
Do
Well,
I
these
can
things, these things are still chasing you.
yeah,
so
we
I
gotta
mean,
do
like,
this quick.
Okay.
what are you? Are you like?
The whole winery on fire.
Do you want me to scout?
No,
No,
I
we're
mean
not
like,
fine.
are you gonna like? What are you doing with the door?
Shut
Close the door?
Yeah.
Yes?
Like,
Is there a shower in the room?
Probably not.
Shut it.
It's just important to ask because if you left it open, those things are in. W12 is a ramp. This turret has a sloping wooden floor that spirals from the ceiling to the upper levels. Scratch marks suggest the barrels were rolled up and down the ramp on a routine basis.
Can we duck into the main area in the W9?
Yeah, you guys can do that.
Alright. Do it.
W9. The fermentation vats. A rich smell of fermentating, and you can, as you guys like kind of like close the door, you kind of hear like the twigs kind of like crawling all over inside that room, and kind of like it's like scratching at the door. They're small, they're small,
Right.
but like there was a
Do
bunch
they
of
look
them.
like the twig monsters that the crackhead had?
Yes,
Okay.
they look exactly like them.
Crackhead.
A rich smell of fermenting wine fills this large 2-story chamber, which is dominated by 4 enormous wooden casks, each one 8 feet wide and 12 feet tall. A wooden staircase in the center of the room climbs a 10-foot high wooden balcony that clings to the south wall, which has 4 windows set into the balcony. Stacked against the wall underneath the balcony are old empty barrels with Wizard of the Wines burned into their sides. The balcony climbs another 5 feet as it continues along the west and east walls, ending at doors leading to the winery's upper levels. Underneath these side balconies are several doors, some of which hang open. Beneath the sloping roof stretch thick rafters upon which scores of ravens have quietly gathered. They watch you with great interest.
The ravens? Well, that's Strahd.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's scary. Whoa.
And what room are we in right now?
W9.
9? Okay, the main room. That's what I consider the main room. I was typing it up.
Or W9.
Um,
Oh, that's a big one.
any other signs of life down here other than sticks scratching?
Yeah,
on the
like
wall?
what's? I don't even see anybody.
I think they're still chasing us.
Yeah, but we don't see any druids.
These are all the roofs. Yeah.
Like snipers.
It's in the cellar.
Wait,
Where
wait,
it goes.
So you're all still in this front door.
Yeah.
You're by the door.
By the vats. Right?
Um,
Or the
Yeah.
barrels.
The balcony creaks, drawing your eye to a wild-looking figure hunched over the centermost cask, pouring a flask of thick syrup into it. She wears a gown made of animal skins and a headdress with goat horns, and her hair is long and unkempt. Suddenly, you see something skittering across the floor. It looks like a tiny creature made of twigs. It moves from its hiding place under the stairs and disappears behind the easternmost cask.
We are near the easternmost cast.
Yep.
Oh, great. Investigate.
Yeah.
I'll look at what it is. Or try to see if I can. I roll. What is that, investigation check?
Yep.
6 plus 3, 9.
With a 9, you kind of like peer in, and you're not very sneaky about it, and you see like one of these like little thingies kind of like just skitter out,
One of them.
and then you see tons of them begin to skitter out.
No, thank you.
Roughly, you see 24 of them. In this
Fireball!
Get the fire, yeah. Other way.
So, and you kind of like see like this crazy bitch, like, and she.
Another one?
Yeah, I read it to you.
Oh, I read.
Ooh. I need everyone to roll initiative because there's gonna be a fight here.
I want to roll it.
Do
I
it.
want to do this peacefully.
Do it anyway.
I want to do this peacefully.
Yeah.
Natural 1. Whew. Not that it really matters, it's just initiative, but I mean,
9 plus 5,
Fail.
14.
fucking typical.
What'd you get, Bruce?
17.
What'd you get?
12. 14. You go last forever.
Yeah, pretty much.
Perpetually less.
In fact, you don't even go. We'll go for you.
What'd you get again?
Let's take this corner book and say,
Joe, what'd you get again?
14.
Why don't you suck eggs?
You suck my balls.
I was like, what the fuck was that?
on the bright side, you have 2 attacks.
I do.
Bruce will survive this epic battle.
You said there were how many?
24.
Okay.
Alright. Top of the order is one of these twig thingies.
You mean I'm not first?
I mean, oddly enough, no.
Crazy.
You could be if you moved that, but
There's a lot of them like kind of like just scampering in here, so this group doesn't quite make it to you, but you can kind of see that they start like just piling up towards you. Like they're just they're just bearing down on you. Also,
How large are they?
that's 13 feet.
they are
14 feet.
small.
Okay.
You also and
You're
there's
about to snap one.
That's okay. Get on all fours and use the trunk too. I can't 5 at a time.
So first, Jake.
there's,
I wish.
there's the druid's turn.
Cody was good.
D6. Jesus.
Yeah, you like him? What type him?
Wow.
What?
You
Why are you such a... Why don't you want these? Also just for you.
Huh? They're just in your dice bag. I don't need your stuff.
I hate you.
You've always hated me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you watch as she like points like her little bow staff at you all, and you see as these grasping weeds and vines begin to sprout from the ground underneath you and begin to like just hold on to you. You are now in considered difficult terrain.
Okay.
Yay. Super.
Go away for killer.
Next is Holwyn.
Erwin?
I'll turn to Talfrin and say, start smushing.
Can do.
So I'll hold my, I will prepare enlarge,
Oh,
and I'll
God.
hold it until Talfrin gets
Don't
in
fall over the
range.
walls in here.
Yeah, how big is this place before I go to be 14, almost 15 feet tall?
It's a lot. These vats are 12 feet tall,
Okay,
and there's no way the vats are like it's the vat top and then the ceiling.
that's
2
two.
feet.
That's 2.5 feet above the back.
Yeah, but there's no way there's only 2 feet above the vat. They gotta pour stuff into there.
The vats themselves are 12 feet high.
Right,
The height
he
of
wants
the
to know
ceiling
the
should be-
ceiling. I think this is
Inside.
sufficient. I think, like, because there's 4 12-foot high vats, this place is old.
It doesn't say, but I'll say like yeah, you can
That
fit.
makes sense though.
So I will prep enlarge on
I-
Talifrin when he gets in range, melee range with the stomping range within the twig rings.
Alright.
So that goes off when he does it.
Why don't you have like fucking 23 AC?
Yeah, you can't hit me.
But you could probably get several of them with your big feet.
I need you to make a strength save real fast.
Okay. 15.
You feel like it's like because like you have to like prepare yourself like to cast the spell, and like you feel like the plants are starting to like to crawl on you. You kind of like
Oh, can I move forward?
well you break out, you break free.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can I? How wide is this
20 feet.
terrain? So I'm at half, so I can move. I'll move. My maximum is 30, so that's 50. I move 15 feet towards W3, the north wall.
Okay. Yeah. Next is is a group of the tree blights.
Group.
The twigs. They're all gonna like just like run up. There's Holwyn.
There's me.
I need to start asking how you guys are standing in these rooms.
You would draw this out. I mean, it's just a rectangle, really, with 4 circles
Right,
in the middle.
rectangle with 4 circles.
Yeah, I can do that.
And a staircase.
Drawing it out is the problem. It's just we never determined who's going in.
It's 4 by.
Shit, like 4 by 13.
It looks like 13, yeah.
11.
Yeah.
Okay. So you ran to this corner.
Mhm.
Okay. Holwyn is here. I think
And we entered from W12, right? Yeah.
the druid is like over here.
On the balcony.
Yeah. Pouring shit into the cask. I mean, this room's full of tree blights, so it's really like, where are you 3 standing?
Can you do the vats?
I'm probably just right next to the door that we came in through, really. So
I went to
Probably
peek at it
all.
when it was in that dark corner, so I'm wherever that is, I guess.
Kind of all next to each other. Just
It's pretty high, my guy.
It's crazy.
Touch it again.
kind of big back here.
Touch. You got it for winning on that now.
So, where are you guys on it? Where are you guys at?
We're near the door that we came in.
Are you guys in the room or no?
yeah.
Yeah.
The main
Like,
room.
like probably right in front of the door.
Okay, so well, there's 3 squares to be in. So which one do you want to be in?
Just put me in any of them. It doesn't matter.
Okay, because there's really not a lot. There's not a lot of room to operate here.
Where was the thing I looked at, though? Because I'm right next to that.
Right here. So.
Yeah, I'll be there,
Yeah, because the bats take up 4 squares themselves.
Yeah. So Sin.
yeah.
They take up like the middle 20 squares.
Yeah. G and Sin and Top. There. So like this entire room is filled with tree blights.
Okay.
Shit.
Right.
So they just
Druid is over there.
they're just
Same fruit
They're just kind of like
that. Oh.
twig blights. Like they're all over them. They're all over the fucking place. Like, yeah, they just like they hit like, you know.
Did we see the druid?
Yeah, you guys saw her when you came in.
Oh.
She's probably like, she's kind of far away, but like yeah, you'll be fine. Next is I think Sin. No. Yeah, Jigen, you're up.
I guess I'll take a shot. I don't mind trusty longbow.
Alright, make an attack with disadvantage because she's
Yeah,
very.
you have to get closer.
Yeah, she's like far away and she's like,
Should I move first and do it?
you can.
You can, but you're at half speed because of the.
Yeah. So I'll make a strength save.
12 plus I have bad in this strength. Let's see.
That's one.
Yeah, minus 1. So I got an 11.
Okay, you are considered restrained.
Okay. So I cannot move.
Be better if we make this by heart.
Got it here.
Your speed becomes 0. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, so against you. Attack. So you can attack, but you have disadvantage.
Okay. That means I roll twice to the lower.
Take
Yes.
roll, yeah.
So you 2d20s.
So like it's gonna be really hard for you to see her too. So like
Again,
I'm gonna give
roll.
her like
I
partial
just rolled
cover.
some twice.
You could if you need.
That's what I want to do.
3.
3. I have to take a 1 if I roll it.
7.
So, okay,
So
I got a 3.
the lowest one.
3 plus, what do I add to that? The plus 8?
Yeah.
So 3 plus 8. Probably not, no.
So
Because she's like also like covered up by these bats and
Right,
stuff. So
right.
it's gonna be really hard.
So you miss.
I'm going to
The opposite of the headshot.
Next is the twigs, and I'm gonna say they're going to swing and go attack Talvern.
No.
Yes. Yes, they are. Stop it.
No.
I don't know how like. There's. I mean.
Is it multiple groups of twigs? I guess.
Yeah. There's 4 groups of 6. So. I don't think. See, I don't know how to do this because this is interesting. Because there's so. I don't know how many fit in each square.
Well,
You know
they're
what?
small.
You know what? I know exactly how to do it. I know exactly how to do it. They're small, so there's gonna be 2 groups on each side. Each one takes up a 5-foot square. So there's twigs here, twigs here, twigs and twigs. That's how I'll do that. And there's 6 of them in this group. So I'm gonna rifle off some numbers, Jake. You just tell me if I hit you or not. 17.
Yep.
Not that one. Not that one. 15.
I have 15 as high.
I do hit you. Okay.
Jake, you got hit, my guy.
I did.
Why did you get hit?
Because I'm a bitch.
You take 8 damages. They kind of like claw at your legs a little bit. All right. Next is Sin.
Is the group thing? No, that's not 30 feet.
No.
I think. Well, I'll take the 3 damage to activate my.
Okay.
Right.
You fool yourself in the face.
Blow myself in the face. And I'll swing on the group that's attacking Talvern.
You don't. I mean, you can go in that one. 'Cause I'm gonna get in.
Or is it like?
It's tight in here. You're gonna have to, like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll say like just because I don't like how small. Like, you can probably squeeze past Jigen and go up to where Hallway is.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right.
Squeeze your way
right
around.
here.
Yeah.
Okay. You can swing diagonally on these guys. This place is like it's so cramped.
Very cramped. 16.
Roll damage.
Uh, 11, 16.
16 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you easily just like, clear out 4 in this first group.
Oh, second attack.
Yeah.
Same group. Yeah. 11.
No.
Okay.
Next is the group of twigs right next to Hallwyn. And they're going to attack Hallwyn. Does a 12 hit you?
No.
Yeah, does that. Okay. Next is Tall. Your turn.
Okay.
Sorry, fell asleep because of slice in the rotation. Just like every time.
Jake, you can do it.
So I get enlarged.
Only when you get within melee of them.
Okay.
Which is
One right at them.
Okay, as soon as you initiate melee on your turn, then
Alright, I'm going
he
to
is twice the size and his weight's multiplied by 8.
activate Rage.
Okay.
which will then activate my aura, and then I can send lightning at one of them within 10 feet of me. So is there only one group within 10 feet of me?
There's 2 groups.
2 groups. I'm gonna hit the far group with lightning. So you have to save 15 or higher.
What can I say?
Dex.
I won't take that. No!
They take 3 damage, lightning damage.
Okay.
And then I will reckless attack the first set.
Okay.
With my 2-handed hammer.
What is it?
2.
Do you
Well,
get
I get
advantage?
advantage because I reckless attack.
Roll back
Okay, that's better. It's non-natural 20.
Yeah.
And then rage gives me.
Play 2-handed?
Yeah. D10 plus. Yes. Okay. So 9, 14 damage.
Oh, I feel bad.
Do that, and then that might be a little better.
Yeah,
Yes.
How much damage? Sorry.
15 damage on the first attack.
Yeah, you like clear out 3 of them.
Add a D4 to that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right, yeah, because I'm big.
Yeah, you're large.
D4?
Yeah.
2, so 17 damage.
Because I got 4 of them. There's still 2 left in this group attack right in front of you.
Second attack. 16.
Yeah.
You advantage on strength everything.
Not attacks though.
Yeah, anything strength save check.
Oh, because
Anything
I'm
strength.
giant. So 2, 3, 5, 2, 7 more damage, and then the big 4, the D4. 1 more damage, so 8 total damage.
You easily just it's
Easily.
you're kind of cramped in here, but you just kind of and then just and you clear out this. You are able to clear out this group of twigs.
Gotcha. Twigs. I do have advantage on any attacks against me because I used
Yes.
that.
And next
turn counter too.
Yeah, and next is that group. So they're gonna run up and start swinging at you.
We're gonna wail on you, Jake. You can take it, we'll leave you.
So they got advantage, right?
Against me, yes.
Yeah. So they're gonna swing on you. Plus 3, 18 hits you.
Yes.
Okay, 1. 18 hits you. 2. That misses. Natural 20. 21. That one misses. Okay, so you're gonna take 4 attacks. 1 is doubled.
Ouchie, Jake.
I think they're little twigs. I do have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Okay, well this 3, 4, 5, 10. And this one's doubled. 2, 3. So 13 damage, whatever you minus.
Have.
Yeah, so
7, 6.
take 6 damage.
Okay.
They're just kind of just gnawing at your leg.
Like the tooth fairies from Hellboy 2.
Yes.
You see this druid in the back is kind of just fucking losing her shit over there. She really doesn't have much to do over here.
Curtis is out.
She's pouring things.
She was.
She was.
She gets out and starts running down over here. She has.
On the balcony.
Yeah. She's over here. She's gonna. Okay, so you watch as she. Where's your stairs? Oh, okay, so she runs down the stairs in the middle. She goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's right here on the staircase.
Okay.
She can't do shit though. She has no offensive spells.
Well.
Next is Hall.
Okay. My movement still halved.
No, because you're fine. Because you save.
It's still difficult terrain.
Oh yes.
I was saved by the restraint.
Yes.
Do I have to save the restraint again?
No.
Okay. And directly in front of me are twigs.
Yes.
Can I see the druid?
Kinda. Like I'm gonna give her like partial cover if you try to like hit her with something.
Okay. I'm gonna cast magic missile at her.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Okay.
What's so special about that move?
Magic
It
missile
always
never
hits.
hits. It's like Swift.
Never miss it.
Yeah. I cast the second one.
What?
Like
As long as
Swift.
you can see him?
It's one of the only spells.
Yeah, it's like Swift from Pokemon. Swift appliances.
Damn, son. Yeah, even when they're flying. 6.
17.
Yeah. How many darts was it?
4.
You
4
watch as
darts,
these darts.
So 17.
Yeah, and it's just like. And she's like kind of like.
darts of magical force. It
Yeah,
doesn't
you
say
fucking-
the type of damage.
It's force damage, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it nails her. So, yeah. Next is
So
this.
17 force damage.
Next is the. Nope. Those are dead. Your turn.
Me. Oh, looks like you're still alive now. How many are there? 3?
Well, there's 3 groups. Oh, there's 2 left in this one and 6 and 6 in these other 2.
These two heavy, they can clear out multiple things.
I should have taken flaming sphere. Just
Yeah, just
moved it
through
around. That was one of the options. I'm like,
I'll
nah,
just
that's
go with
probably
that
not
one.
that useful.
It's good, dude.
Yeah.
I'll just power attack one of them.
Okay, which one? Which group?
Group of 6.
Okay. Well, which the Jake's or Holland's?
Jake's.
There's
Okay.
2, yeah.
Okay.
2.
No.
Use it up on the head shadow there.
I did. I used all my power.
Right.
Well, I'm just whipping everything. It's like, damn, I must be drunk.
Next is the group in front of Holland. Holland,
Yep.
I'm gonna just roll off
Yep.
the numbers here. Let's
AC is 13.
got a natural 20 on one.
Okay, hits.
18 on another. Do you want to burn anything?
Nope.
Okay.
No, I'm good for health because I have the shield up.
19. Okay. So 2 hit you. 1 is doubled.
Mhm.
3 and you take 6 damage.
Okay. Yep.
Next is Sin.
God, what abjuration?
It was only down like -2.5.
Oh, was it 1?
No, I thought it was.
That's what I
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
the noise was. That was raining, but it's really nice out.
I'm gonna swing on the group in front of Olin.
Yep.
Okay.
17.
Yes.
Oh, 56 now. 10 damage.
Yeah, you were able to clear out those guys.
That log.
Yeah.
Log.
Yeah,
Is it? There's one more group there, right?
yeah, but you can't reach them.
Right. I'm gonna move up. Go.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's a tight squeeze over there.
Do we sound weird, Jake?
We were apparently like really quiet, and then my second attack.
Yes.
We were quiet.
It sounds good with headphones.
That'll be 21.
Yes.
We fixed it, Jakey.
It's alright.
14 damage.
I was just trying to keep it from like you don't want to go right.
Yeah,
against the
you
sword.
kill
So head down.
no,
probably
you kill-
more than last week.
Sorry.
Basically, yeah.
and that group's actually gonna start attacking you. Their turn. 12.
No, I guess it will say. The
16.
way I can fix it is buy 3 more.
Yeah, that'll do it.
What? No idea what it was.
Not too much.
You take 4 damage. The one just claws at your legs.
Ow!
Tal, your turn.
Me again?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just gonna. What's the healthiest one?
Yeah, I think no bonus.
The one in front of you.
Right in front of me?
Yeah.
Alright,
Wow.
At work.
That actually.
That's a reckless attack, too. Does a 12 hit?
Jake. D is too big.
Oh, natural 20.
Keep rolling.
That's hilarious. Okay, so first attack is gonna be. I'm still a giant, correct?
Yeah, so plus D4.
So-
This is your last
It's
round
left
with it.
round.
You got the D4. And then it's gonna double the dice damage, right?
Yeah. It
Just
is-
my attack, though.
Well, it is a dice, so it's double.
Okay.
You just can't double bonuses.
So 9, 18 damage plus. 3, 21, 22 damage.
There's 1 left.
Second attack. Oh, yeah.
Reckless.
23.
Keep rolling that thing.
Well, you can roll twice, right? Because you're reckless.
This is my second attack. Second attack doesn't get the
Oh,
reckless.
okay.
Did you roll more than 2?
Yes.
It's dead. You were able to clear out the second.
I'm surprised this thing rolls as well as it does. That's like a perfect fit.
Yeah.
Keep rolling. It's fine.
That's
Roll
not
pretty
bad.
good with it.
That's great. Again, that's just on that green gem of Friday Night Magic. To do that.
Yeah.
Top of
What
the
did you-
order,
What deck you bring?
the druid
White deck. I know we need that a long time ago.
runs down the stairs. Notices that all the tree blades in here have like been fucking annihilated.
Smush.
Who ran in here?
The druid.
Drew.
Another one.
No, it's the same one.
Oh, I thought you died. I met you with it.
No.
Oh.
No, I did not kill her.
Oh. Let's stab her.
You could do that.
You gotta
And
make her
terrain is still hard.
Huh?
Terrain is still tough in here.
Yes. She's going to use, I think, an old classic of the D4 variety. If I can find it.
They're in alphabetical order.
I know.
Okay.
I don't.
TH. Nope, found it. Thunderwave. Cody, I need you to make a Constitution save.
Or I with Thunderwave?
Yep, you're gonna need Thunderwave.
Super.
12.
Good Thunderwave, my guy.
I don't think that's it.
What?
That was for you. You know it.
Slap the big one.
Oh, he actually said smack him. There you go.
Yeah, I thought you just knew that.
No, I just did it because you said there were bugs in my beard.
Jason, you're dead.
I'm always dead. Inside and outside.
Thundercats. Where'd it go? I lost it. Thunderwave. You take 2d8.
What time are we doing this still? It's 5 now. We gotta go to sleep.
Well, the time wrap probably like 20 minutes ish.
You take 12 damage,
We'll wrap you up, Jake.
and you are thunderously pushed into Hallwin.
I'm assuming.
Oh!
We'd have fun.
Hallwin, you take 3 damage as he's like just.
Got it.
I let him go. You press charges now.
And it's Hallwin, it is your turn.
Okay.
There are 2 twig blights. Twig blights
Right.
are in front of you, and the druid right over.
Yeah,
It's his
he's
next
no
turn.
longer big.
But you can probably grab
Yeah.
that last one too, because that was a pretty solid
That
one.
was a meaty one.
Do we get money for that?
Money?
Yeah, where's my $20? Somebody got smacked in the face.
I'll kill him for that.
Yeah,
Yeah, Jake, let's just fight for money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
right.
whole UFC fight.
UFC fights on
Twitch's terms of
Twitch.
service.
Oh my god.
That'd be cool. You can shoot anything you want, right?
Pretty much.
Well, you know, like.
For the most part, there's a
Yeah.
social eating direction.
I'm going to
Yeah.
Which when we splurge.
first level magic missile.
You could.
10.
On.
10 force damage on the druid.
Yeah, you see these magic darts just kind of fly up and just like crack her in the face, and then she just fucking falls back and passes out.
Set the spell, the little guy.
And you kind of watch as the little
There's
guys.
only like 3 left, right?
There's like 2.
Yeah,
You
2.
watch they just like they turn and look, and then they just skitter away. They just start running for their lives. Cody, if you'd like to, you can make an opportunity attack on him.
Sure.
If she's not dead, she's unconscious.
No, she's dead.
17 is dead.
You hit him. What's the damage?
She's dead. Kill her, kill her instantly.
7.
Kind of.
12 total.
Oh, they're dead.
Yeah,
You
she
just,
works.
Like, wipe them out. I think
She works
they begin
for
to run. They're
Splenda. She's
screaming
pouring
like
in the
little like,
line.
no, please, not like this.
She's like a.
We're under
like,
like
she's
tree
like a-
mind control, and you just crush them.
Oh no!
And you pick up one, and you pick up one.
So
You pick
innocent.
up one, and it's like, no, please, it's my child. You just wrench off its head.
Oh.
Yeah, and that happens as well.
Ah!
And we hear the cries of its little tree family.
But you have
It
managed
drinks the
to.
sap out of its neck.
Yeah.
You have managed to clear this level of things.
I tell her remember he said druids.
Yeah.
So
Old people.
Is she dead or
I'll search her body.
She said
dead or sleeping?
Dead.
I put her to sleep, not kill her.
Well, let's go upstairs and
Search her.
clear that.
Yeah, I do want to search her.
So we're all headed
Dead.
up. There's 3 different staircases.
Oh, is that
correct?
on her?
Or
Top of field.
Yeah, W12, W11, and the main staircase inside.
Wait, are we sweeping down here first before we go upstairs?
No, I'm gonna go upper floor first.
We're going up.
Since we saw a druid up there.
Let's go fuck them up.
Yeah, we'll go up. We're gonna go upstairs.
Okay.
Where are we going? W5? No.
Everyone can take their own staircase. 12, 11, and the center staircase are all available.
Do we want to split up?
I mean, we're all going to the same place.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, we all go up different staircases.
I'm gonna go up the middle one.
Towards what? I'm sorry.
Just upstairs. The upper floor.
Okay, you all make it up there.
Nice.
What do we see? Anything interesting?
Death.
Not really. Nothing up here.
All right.
I described the room, so.
Well, I came up the main staircase, so I'm gonna start walking around toward W20. And then also, is there 2 W19s in this picture?
Yes, I see that.
No, I mean not in mine, but in the book one.
Yes.
There are.
I
I was like looking at that for
Online.
5 minutes last
Yeah,
night, trying
like-
to figure out like what the fuck is that number.
Where did you come from? W11?
I came up from center, and then I'm wrapping around this.
Oh, okay.
I'm going past W11 220.
Okay, cool.
Hang on.
I'll follow.
Hang on a second.
Okay.
You all went up to the balcony, right? Where
Yes.
she was hanging out
Right.
before?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, there's only one staircase.
There's
Where do the 2
three
spirals go to? It looks like W11's
Those
definitely.
go to the-
there. No, that's
Oh, you're going.
W12 is a ramp that barrels use for. W11 is the tower.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So
No.
this is separate.
Yeah, if someone's going up W11, that goes to a different area.
Oh, so they're ladders, and that's a main. Okay.
Right, because we have to. We're
So if
down
you're gonna
here,
go up to the
we have to
balcony
go
on
up
the first
these
floor, you
stairs
have to
to
go up that
balcony,
that.
and then they can go up again.
Yeah.
Or
Well, there's this inner level of the balcony, and then there's the outer level with the rooms.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And was
wow.
she on the inner level with the like ladders and stuff?
Right. So she.
Yeah.
So it's a 2-tier balcony.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Well, 2
I
people
see.
can hit the balcony, and 2 people can go to the rooms. Then
I think I get what you're asking.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to the balcony.
I'm gonna go around.
Yeah.
I'll walk around you.
Starting to get a serious headache.
Yeah.
I've eaten all day.
Yeah, you just had a
She
Pop
could
Tart.
have just started right here.
So we're gonna
So
go.
in order to get up
So
here,
this is just a platform, and that's just a platform.
yeah, I think how this works is like you have to walk up these stairs and you end up here.
Right.
These lead to these areas, so it's kind of like a little couple of stairs up.
Okay, so you still can't, if you come up this, you can still get
Yeah.
in these outer rooms.
Yes.
Okay. And then W11 works all the way up and down, and W12 works all the way up and down.
Yes.
And W11 goes even higher, it looks like.
No, W11 right here leads up to here.
Okay.
Those
And it
are
also looks like it
Yes,
yeah,
it leads
okay.
down.
because it's all about
So
low.
So,
land,
who's
like
going
low
to-
man,
so somebody is using.
I went up the
W11.
center.
low
Yeah.
lands,
Is
which
somebody
is
going
cool.
up W11?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. This turret contains a spiral staircase, windows in the outer wall, light to enter.
Ooh.
Look
You
at
do
them
notice-
calves.
And you do notice that the staircase does go up and down on W11.
I feel like James Bond walking my way through a laser grid.
I guess we're going up.
Yeah.
Tal, what are you gonna do? Because you went to the center staircase.
Well, center. Can I just search everything up on this?
There's
So
nothing
her
like.
body should be up here, right?
No, it was on the lower floor.
Let's search
Her body fell?
Joey
No,
searched
she
the
ran
body.
down.
Oh, okay.
But
Then I'll just go up into like W16,
W.
where the crate is. It looks like
Oh, sweet.
because there's a doorway right there.
Yeah.
Torture chamber.
So W18 is put it on mute, not anything else.
Let's see. I can Actually, I'm sorry. There is something on her. I'm getting a headache. I'm sorry.
Howie.
Let's see. You do find that she has a small vial on her.
Ooh.
That you could see that was what she was pouring into the vats.
Yeah.
In addition to her animal skin gown and horned head,
It's not fur,
and
right?
horned
It's skin.
headdress, the druid wears a necklace of human teeth.
Just hot.
Oh,
That's it. She wears a necklace of wooden teeth.
Wooden teeth.
I'm sorry, human teeth. I'm sorry.
Yeah, necklace of
I had to get some food.
Been a long
human
day.
teeth.
Give me those.
So,
Can I take the necklace?
sure.
I like it. It's like a human teeth and a vial of something that I
Yeah.
know liquid magic.
I can tell
yeah.
you what it is, but I'm.
Yeah, she was
I can do it
pouring.
later.
You saw
I
that
need
she was
10 minutes.
pouring this into the vats.
Now we're above the vats. We can look in.
Yeah.
So like, okay, so there are 4 vats.
Yeah, one.
Are they currently bubbling or?
Yeah. Can I tell
She
the
was
difference?
pouring shit into this one.
Yes.
Is there an obvious
This one
difference?
is empty.
Empty.
Obvious difference between the stuff in that one and what, another one with stuff in it?
Yeah, you can probably tell like this one just looks discolored compared to this one.
Okay. The other looks like wine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's this.
Discolored.
Oh, maybe they were planning to like taint it and then ship it down or do something.
Possibly.
Holy crap.
But they weren't being covert about it. They just took over the winery.
Yeah, dude. Oh, there's just some old freak.
Well, the fact that the winery's been taken over for probably like a week or so,
Yeah.
and they only made it to the edge of their property.
Yeah.
Says a lot.
Too true, my guy.
All they're capable of doing is making wine.
Okay, so what are you guys up to?
I'm gonna clear the crane room.
W16.
Yes.
18, bud. What do you do? It's swole. It's swole.
W16. The loading winch. This room has a wooden floor and a 10-foot square hole cut into the middle of it. Looming over the hole is a wooden winch. Perched atop is a man and with wild hair, rotted teeth, and skin painted red with blood.
Ooh.
He waves a gnarled staff made of a black branch and brambles at you.
Yeah.
Are you friendly?
No.
He kind of like is looking at you, and he's like looking down like the wench. You kind of like surmise that he's like thinking of a way to like jump down.
Escape.
Yeah.
Can I rush him?
Yeah, you can.
Sure. I rush him. I want to pin him against the wall.
Make a strength check. We have a grapple contest.
Which is the big one. Give him the big D.
Yeah.
Oh!
Huh?
A natural 20 again.
Yes!
I'll pay $20.
You watch as he like begins to jump down, and you kind of like grab him by his arm, and you just kind of wrench him back up. He's just like, ah,
No, you don't.
ah, ah!
Are you screaming in
What
your
is
face?
wrong with you people?
A giant elephant just tackled me and pinned me to a fucking wall.
Good point.
Help!
So I have him now.
Yes.
Does he seem coherent whatsoever, or is he just a psycho?
He's just a psycho.
He's just a psycho.
Oh, dude, let's go through. Break his face.
I just want to hit
You
him.
guys aren't in the same place.
I want to hit him with a hammer.
Jake knows what I'm thinking.
Hit him with a hammer.
No.
24.
You need to get one of those.
Yeah, you gotta order a big
It's
D20.
almost like I can't roll properly in this fucking time.
It's rolling. 7 through 10 damage.
Mhm.
And then, could I make a second attack, or was my first action?
Your reaction was the grab.
Okay, alright. Then I'm just holding him there then.
Okay.
That's
He is going to hit you.
Can I yell for help?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Help!
I hear you.
No, I make my little toot sound with my horn.
Alright, I don't hear you.
He is going to attack you with his stick. Well, no, he's gonna try to break out of your grapple. Make a like a strength check. Oh, athletics or acrobatics?
Acrobatic elephant. Dumbo style, my god.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Yeah.
Where do I have it?
You gotta hit before you
Only
roll.
if I'm raged.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
That was almost the one. That was almost tragic.
Oh god.
Athletics would be 14.
Yeah. He tries to shake free, but he doesn't. So what do you do now?
Yeah, basically. I mean, I'm not gonna rage on him.
Why?
It's a waste. 23
Yes.
again. 10, 12, 13 damage.
Yep. Are you trying to kill him?
I mean, he's.
Are you trying to kill him? Or are you trying to knock him out? You guys asked before. Did you knock out the druid? So.
Well, he was crazy, so what's the point of keeping him alive, right?
Right,
That
he
was
just
makes
took
sense.
it over and
Beat the fuck out of him.
yeah, kill him.
No, he's dead.
Oh.
No, he's dead. I just want to know.
Oh,
So
yeah,
you just
he's
belt him in the head with the hammer. He
Yeah.
probably doesn't.
What's he got on his body?
Skull just shatters.
Other than his weird staff, nothing.
I want the staff.
Okay.
Put it like leave it through my bag or something like that.
Oh shit, Jake, update.
Yeah.
Let's cross this one.
How about you just remind me tomorrow?
How much more?
I won't open this laptop up till next week.
How much more do you want to do?
I wanted to clear this top and then call it. Because that would take us pretty much good, and you guys be able to make it home.
Yeah, clear the top balcony.
This is the staff that he had. Oh, Jake value?
It's a couple sticks tied together.
Yeah, it looks really weird.
It's a whipping stick.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go back to you guys. You just heard him yell.
Jake! I run. I'm gonna move that direction.
I'm gonna peek my head into W20.
Okay.
Hello.
Inside W. Oh, you said W20.
Stick.
In this chamber, a desk and a chair, In this chamber are a desk, a chair, a tall wooden cabinet, and a strange contraption that takes up most of the northern end of the room. You also find 2 vine blights and 1 druid.
There's a vine blade.
Oh.
3 creatures are here. One appears to be human, but also caked in dirt and mud, and it's hard to know for sure. Her hair is full of twigs, and her face is hidden behind a veil of moss. She is reading through the contents of the cabinet, haphazardly tossing them onto the floor. Behind her stand two creatures made entirely of dead vines.
Pretty hot, dude.
I'm gonna shut the door and leave.
How loudly?
Yeah.
Make a stealth
Slam
check.
it.
God damn it, Bruce. You peeked in.
You're a knockoff like all the pots and pans that are hanging on the back of the door.
It's just off the alarm. 13.
Not bad.
15.
With the 15, you kind of heard they as like you know
Oh,
you,
just-
you open the door and you're like oh, but like they did hear. So you start running down the hallway and you hear her and you see and slowly that door opens and you see those 2 vine blights walk out and then they see you.
Okay.
So we can either call it there or we can keep going.
We can pick up.
We can call it
next
right
time.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to.